All right, well, day 21 and the birds are getting bigger. It's been 3 weeks, it's weigh day. We're running into some different issues. We've had to get an emergency brooder. We've had to double up on our space. Julia has, who's that? Which one's that one?
This one's name is Patrick.
Patrick. That's a red sex link. That's a really cool one. They lay about 280, 300 eggs a year. Okay, so today is weigh day. We're gonna cut to some weighing real quick. We're gonna just do an average of 3 of the birds, see how much they are. So this is the smallest bird that I could find out of the bunch, and she is 1.75 pounds. Not too bad. This one is about the average size of all of the larger birds, and she's just under 2 pounds. So 1.96, 1.98 pounds. Getting big. This is the one that looks the biggest, or maybe the most developed with all of the feathers, and she's also 1.98, just under 2 pounds. And they're all real thick, real heavy. So 2 pounds basically is about how much they're weighing right now. So these birds are growing real quick. 99% chance we're thinking they're broilers, and they're probably gonna be meat birds, drumsticks, nuggets, anyway. But things are going real well. So we're learning as we go. All the recommendations that you guys are sending in and telling us are amazing. And thank you for all the comments and emails and texts letting me know what I'm not supposed to be doing, what I am supposed to be doing. Anyway, so these birds now are healthy, they're happy, they're doing great. We have upgraded our feeder, as you saw. So like we talked about before, the birds, if they lay down too much, they don't get feathers developing on their chest or their breast underbellies. So this feeder, now that they're bigger, allows them to stand up and feed the right way, also strengthening their legs. The more they stand, the more stronger they get, the better they are. This top also stops them from roosting. All right, so just like we were having problems with too many chickens, now we have problems with not enough chickens getting water, the water heights. We've got different heights of chickens. So we've got chicks that are this tall, we've got chicks that are this tall, and now we've got chicks that are this tall. So what we did is I went to the store, I looked at all the different feeders, and in the end, what is best is probably what they're gonna end up with, and that's just my guess. So I just grabbed some 1-gallon buckets to go in the brooder for right now, and we're gonna try training them on some nipples. So these are just chicken watering nipples. You can find them, I grabbed these off of Amazon, do-it-yourself chicken water kit. They weren't too expensive either, so 5 come in this kit. There's all different types too. Some have a little reservoir underneath, some have a little nipple that goes back and forth. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You just screw it in and then they hit this, they engage that nipple, which pops this little gasket and ball valve out, and then water comes out and then they can drink it. So basically I read the instructions. I'm gonna knock some holes into the bucket and let's see how we do. So. All right, that's the first one. So these ones actually come with a little adjuster, but I'm gonna try and put in by hand. Sometimes it comes with this, which you put into the drill, and then it helps you to screw them in. but I feel like sometimes we get a little reliant on the drills and then it'll over torque it and then it'll strip the threads. So I think it might be better just to do it by hand. Then I can feel exactly how tight it's gonna be. And that feels pretty secure. So that's one. We're gonna speed it up for the next 5, not to bore you. So. Okay, so there we go. We got a chicken watering bucket. We got 5 nipples on there. It recommends 3 to 4 chickens per nipple. So 4 chickens, each nipple, 20 chickens. So anyway, we're dealing with about 5 quarts right now. So, you know, a gallon will be good for a day. We just hang it right there, no problem inside. We'll adjust it to the level and check in a little bit. Because the birds are big, we upgraded our waterer just because they're much taller, and I want to start getting them used to the water that we're going to use outside underneath the chicken coop eventually. And day by day, they're quick studies, quick learners, and growing quick. So day 21 is in the books, and you having fun? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Which one's your favorite?
I like this one the most.
This one, Patrick?
He's falling asleep in my hand.
Yep, these baby chicks, that's what they do. They fall asleep all the time, and then they wake up, and all of a sudden they're something else. So, something also that I learned too is just if you want to hold a chick or calm a chick down, is you just kind of put your hand under their breast, and they just kind of relax into it. So, you kind of just push very slightly back, and they lean forward into it, and then you can even pick them up with one hand if you want to, but that's kind of an easy way to calm them down, or even to just pick them up. So, pretty cool?
Yep.
All right, day 21 down. All right, subscribe, comment. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Well, here's the update. So 3 hours later, after putting the bucket in, I noticed the chicks were all laying around. There was 2 or 3 of them that were pecking at it and trying their best, but they just weren't able to get enough water out. I'm not sure if it's just their age and the force that they have, their brain power, their age, or just the model. I'm not sure, but I threw this one back in here. This is a 5-quart waterer, and we filled it halfway. Just in 20 minutes, they just sucked down the entire 2.5 quarts of water. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this in here, just leave it raised up just like the feeder. And yep, gonna add some more in there, but they're just not ready yet to move on to the next model.